Hello and welcome to the Build with Baer workshop. My name is Pat Baer. I'm here to build model kits and put on a ton of stickers and chat with you. I'm going to throw the Bear Cave emote in there, the Lego emote, the Scythe emote. If you're currently a subscriber, throw it back at me. Let me know you're here. If you aren't a subscriber, you can just throw whatever in the chat. Harold, thank you for hosting. As always, my friend, I know that you are most likely just getting settled in for Loading Ready Live over at Loading Ready Run because it's their month where they have a thing that's a big deal. At the same time, I have my weekly thing, and that's fine. I get that. There's always a bunch of things on the internet. Um, Scary Gary's here. Leo's here. Hello, hello. Um, but yeah, that's why I put my archives on YouTube. That's why I try to keep a consistent schedule. Next Saturday, I will be doing an early stream from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern instead of 9 to 11. I'll make sure to remind people about that and mention the next two streams that come up, that are the next two build streams, I should say, because I'm covering a shift at the only current regular employment that I have. Ultron's here. Hi, Ultron. Uh, so yeah, hi. This is Ultron just resubscribed. That's 10 months in a row with a tier 1. Thank you, Ultron. Dude Wants His Rug is here. Hello, hello. Let's celebrate both. Thank you, Dude Wants His Rug, for being here. Thank you for Ultron for resubscribing. Reminder, folks, it's September. If you've always used your Twitch Prime coin, if you were gifted a sub, if you've never subscribed, you can do that now. You can convert or do a new one at half off in the month of September. If you use bits and coins, you want to use the Subway cheer moat that gives bonus for me, which is great. Gifting is still full price, but converting that you can lock in. So if you were gifted a subscription yesterday, you could lock in that when it first renews at full price, it wouldn't be full price, it'd be half price, which is pretty cool. But yeah, this is the part of the stream, as y'all know, where we just kind of hang out, talk a little bit, kind of talk about what's going to happen tonight, just because I like to give people some time to stroll in um, and come into the stream. The fact that within 3 to 4 minutes of when I say my stream is going to actually start, is apparently really weird for people. I can't not be this way. Believe me, I have tried. I have tried to be the kind of person that just can be late to things or start whenever. But like, if I think I'm going to be like 5 minutes late to work, I immediately go, hey, I'm going to be like 10 minutes. Hi, Christian. Welcome. Hey, I'm going to be like 15 minutes late. And I'm like 2 minutes late. That's just wired into me. I have not been able to change that. I like to be on time, if not early. Which also, in fact, as you may have noticed, if you watch the streams with any regularity, I often start the stream up 3 minutes before I would theoretically start. Is even more of a buffer. Of course, you don't see that on the YouTube videos, but that's in the Twitch stuff, just to give people time and make sure that everything's working. And then also, I know that you might see ads before my stream starts that don't benefit me at all, but you might see an ad before my stream kicks off. And I want to make sure that you're not losing any content by me like immediately starting. I'm the same way. I like being timely, says Gary. Of course, Gary. I can't. I wish I could be um, less high strung about time, but I can't. I'm gonna be drinking a lot of water because I got one of those fall, end of summer, beginning of fall. It's not fall yet, but you know what I mean. I got a summer cold. It's just my throat real dry and real scratchy, and I got a cough again. I don't like it. I've been trying to take care of it, and talking for 2 hours straight doesn't help. But whatever. Same. I'd rather be an hour early than 2 minutes late. Yeah, and especially with like the subway. I'm just like, infuriating. Hey, if you missed the stream on Thursday, the archive is up on YouTube. Then you might not know the word we're working on, the Thousand Sunny, which is green here. So The Thousand Sunny from One Piece. We're building a boat. And we're putting a bunch of stickers on that boat. Like, all of this is sticker. These are stickers. This is obviously just plastic, but this part's sticker, and that's part sticker, and so much of it is a sticker. Lots of stickers, says Christian. Indeed. And we're gonna do even more. I got this started the little top of the living quarters here, and I gotta put even more stickers on that. We got a lot of stickers left. And then you must build a boat, says Asmo. Hi, Asmo. Also, yes. We also have this, a water slide or water transfer decal, which I cut out some. This has been pre-cut, so it will be a lot easier to transfer. But I have it ready to go. I got a little cup of water ready for it. Kristen says, I love that game. And it's a good game. You must build a boat. It's also a great name for a game. Like, sometimes folks are like, Reckoning, the Apocalypse. And you're like, no. Or Shadowverse. And you're like, no. Then sometimes they're like, you must build a boat. And you're like, yeah. You must build a boat is a great name. Also, this came in the mail from Jam. It's another One Piece kit. This is even like, I love that I didn't even notice in the photo here, it's got the Thousand Sunny back there. It's a submarine. The Polar Star, I want to say. But yeah, it's a submarine because the Heart Pirates, Law's Heart Pirates, they love going underwater and being in a submarine and playing against, I mean, it's watercraft, but they're like, what if it was a sub? Now I wonder where that studio is up to because I love that. And their other game, yes. Their game was very good. What was it? 10 million, whatever? I forget what it is. 100,000? Whatever. 1 million? That's just cheating, says Christian. It's help. Hey, ain't no rules that say your boat can't be a submarine. Pirates can use a submarine. Also, it's just cool. And you can take the bottom part off and put the water, the bottom part here, you can remove and put water there so it looks like it's floating in the water. Yeah, there's some cool stuff that you can do with it. Just pretty neat. We're going to build that next probably because unless something else comes from my wish list before this gets done, in which case my $10 Patreon supporters will be able to vote because that's the thing they get to do. Anyway, let's go to the overhead and let's put some stickers on things. Folks, we got a lot of stickers to put on things. That's what we're doing here. If you missed Thursday, we got a lot done with this kit. It's a pretty small kit. It's just a lot of it is sticker work. We are using a admittedly broken tip, but still fine for our process. X-Acto knife. I need a new blade for this. I'm going to need a new blade as I point this at you, which I don't want to do. I'm going to do that. I'm going to need a new blade in October because the second annual Build with Baer pumpkin carving will be happening sometime in October. I don't know when, but I will do a stream dedicated to pumpkin carving. Last year we did some small pumpkins that are meant for cooking and not necessarily or painting and not necessarily for carving. So this time around I'm getting a big old pumpkin. I'm going to get a big old pumpkin and carve the shit out of it. So I'm going to need a new X-Acto knife for that. That's in October. That's what we call in the biz a sneak preview. Or no, it's not. It's a teaser because I didn't preview anything. It's a teaser. That's what in the business we like to call a teaser. I goofed that up. But yeah. I love those specific X-Acto knives. My dad had them when I was growing up. Yeah, this is just like the handle is good. It I mean it's an actual X-Acto. Pressure's good. But we're gonna need a good blade on this when it comes time to do it. Now, are you saying, Pat, are you going to stab a pumpkin? No, I'm going to use the X-Acto knife to carve out what I would like to then really dig in. That was a really fun stream we did two small little pumpkins. Um, that, like I said, they're not really meant for that, but I am looking forward to carving a pumpkin, like a good sized pumpkin on stream. I will have to redo things because the clearance from heat from my camera to there won't be enough. What I'm probably going to do is, which we haven't done since I built the computer that I'm currently streaming on. Technically, you are stabbing a pumpkin. Yes, Christian, I will be carving, but I won't be using this as stab. I will be using a full kitchen knife to stab. I will use this to indent and to scrape a little bit, and to uh, kind of put a pattern up for what I'll be doing. Um, I Yeah, I'm gonna have to redo because I think now when I built this computer, I was standing to do some of it. I think I'm gonna have to put like this on a tripod high up, and this will be. I have a pole mount for that will work with this, so it's gonna have to be even higher in the air. Um, and I think, yeah, I think I'm gonna end up doing that and standing and then looking at my monitors. It's gonna be a different, and we probably won't do a green screen for that one because then I don't have to worry about lighting. So that stream will be a little different than our normal build streams because it'll be pumpkin carving. I wish Halloween was a thing here in Argentina. Christian, you know, I do understand that. You know, I'm talking about a holiday that is a very American, has lots of American tradition to it. Obviously, All Hallows Eve, um, and that is not necessarily a thing that you celebrate there. But also, you've got holidays that I don't have, that I don't have, that are probably incredible, that you have a great deal of enjoyment and satisfaction from, that I don't get to experience. So but also I will admit Halloween's pretty fun. I mean, it's a candy holidays, and also candy holidays that have stripped out any sort of religious connotations to them because um, that's pretty great. I mean, obviously there is a lot of pagan and Wiccan symbolism in Halloween, clearly, uh, and of course, uh, Day of the Dead in Mexican culture still has religious elements to it as well. Uh, Deo dos, Deo los Muertes certainly does, certainly has its elements uh, of religious components. But yeah, um, you make yourself a costume excuse to watch Nightmare Before Christmas. Indeed, Leo. Oh yeah, some people watch spooky things. Spooky shows are not my thing. Um, to somewhat change this as an anecdote, I don't think it's going to lead to any big conversation, but um, uh, there was a mini discussion happening on my Twitter feed today, where a couple people were talking about how maybe it was an unpopular opinion, but they preferred Hot Fuzz over Shaun of the Dead, and that is very much my jam because I'm not a horror person. There are so many horror movies I have never and will never see. But I saw a lot of buddy cop movies growing up. My dad loves them, and I grew to love them as well. And it was a shared experience the two of us had. So, in that sense, like Hot Fuzz appealed to me and my sensibilities way more than um, uh, Shaun of the Dead did. Hot Fuzz all day. I mean, it's great. Um, Fuzz is my favorite Wright movie, but I still love his whole slate. See, I don't know if it's my favorite because I am very biased in loving Scott Pilgrim. I fucking love that movie. I'm glad they didn't go with the alt because the books weren't done, so they shot two endings, and I'm glad they went with the ending they went with instead of the knives ending because that's not a good ending to the movie. But they were like, maybe this is what the ending's going to be. They weren't sure. Um, Hot Fuzz reference work on me way more. Yeah. Also, hello, Lord Stockton. Welcome, welcome. Uh, have you seen the TV edit of Hot Fuzz? Yeah, Leo. There's a lot. There's a lot. It is a lot gets cut out of that movie, which makes sense. A whole lot gets cut out of that movie. All right, we're not. I'm not doing. I'm going to move this aside, the ship aside for a moment, because I want to put some more of this pinwheel here. Now you could say, Pat, shouldn't this just be 2 layers of plastic? Yes, but then this kit doesn't get made for the price that it's made at. So, which I understand. I saw the alt ending of Scott Pilgrim at a preview screening and preferred it, but I am in the minority. Yeah. Hey, Lord Stockton just subscribed with Twitch Prime. Let's throw the Bear Cave emote in there. Thank you very much, Lord, for joining us and using your Twitch Prime coin. Reminder, folks, if you have Amazon Prime, you can link that with your Twitch account, which gives you Twitch Prime, which give you free things sometimes, quite often, free games, and also, in this instance, it means that once a month you can throw some love, which I really appreciate. Thank you very much. Enjoy the emoticons. They are pretty cool. And then also, the last stream of the month, which will be the last build stream of the month, will be Monday, September 30th. I will be giving away a model kit, and any subscriber who is currently subscribing on the 30th is eligible. So, so that is it. You could win a model kit that I will mail where you want me to mail it. That's the thing I do. That is the answer to the question, hey, Pat, what do you do with all your model kits? Well, I slowly send them all away. I will never catch up because I didn't start doing it immediately. And now sometimes I certainly build more than one kit a month. So I don't know if I'll ever catch up. And then some I don't send out, right? There's some kits that are staying with me forever. But I do like to send them out. It does make me happy to do it. All right. We got some very tiny stickers to put on here. These are the window panes. Got to put on this line. I almost said squiggly line, which is rude, and I don't want to say that because they're symbols. I don't know what they mean because I can't read them, but that doesn't mean they don't mean anything, and they're certainly not squiggly lines. So I almost said that, but then I wanted to say it so I could say that's not cool. Hi, Recyclable. Welcome, welcome. Putting some stickers on this kit. Thank you for joining me here on a Saturday evening. As I said at the top of the stream, next Saturday I'll be streaming at 6 p.m. Eastern Time till 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So 2 hours, or sorry, it will still be a 2-hour stream. It'll be 3 hours early. I apologize for that, but I am picking up a shift for a coworker, and the theater that I work at generally 2 nights a week is going dark for a couple weeks. There will be no shows, and I am missing. I'm going to look this up because I can't remember. One. Okay, I am missing like 1, 2, 3, like 5 shifts. So that sucks. So I agreed to pick up this shift for next Saturday. And it's a full shift, so I was like, okay, pick that up. That's 2 shows. It's not a lot of work, but it is work, and I'm not gonna feel bad about it. Okay, so we got to put this on here. I'm going to try to find the door. There's the door. The door is in front there. All right. Not that anyone would notice because you barely can see that there's indents here for the doors and windows. But I know it's there, so I'm going to try to line them up right. And this sticker I can kind of freehand. I am using my X-Acto knife for a lot of sticker application here, and I am using, especially for the tiny corners, I have been using a Q-tip. Ooh, that actually turned out okay. It's good. Leo says, to get the rest of the thought out of my brain, Baby Driver also rules, for at the very least giving me an excuse to nerd out my friends explaining non-digestic sound and digestic sound, diegetic and non-diegetic sound. That's awesome. Yeah, I like Baby Driver. I don't like Baby Driver as much as some people like Baby Driver, but I did enjoy it, and I saw it in theaters in a place with very good sound, and that helped a lot. I can imagine that some theaters, it might not sound that great in some parts of the country and the world, I should say. And that would probably lessen your enjoyment of it. But yeah. Yeah, I go back and forth if it's Hot Fuzz or if it's Scott Pilgrim that's my favorite. Because I really love Scott Pilgrim. And like, a friend of mine's in it. So it's like, oh, that's real good. It's real good and fun. Uh, and I think it will be looked back very fondly. Uh, it's one of those funny things where I think that there are a couple of films out there that are going to mean a lot to some creators, and I think that's one of them. Um, that will inspire some people in the genre work that they do. Those are definitely my top two. Also, says Leah. Yeah, I don't know. I just think they're Hot Fuzz is just like a complete film. It's just like a good piece of work, and like it is a love letter to a genre, while at the same time being a very good movie in the genre. Because that's my thing. Shaun of the Dead is really funny and great, but it's a comedic take on a genre. I don't think that it is a like Cabin in the Woods. Cabin in the Woods is a send up, a love letter, and also a great example of the genre that it's in. Whereas I think Shaun of the Dead is not. It's a zombie movie, but it's not a horror movie. There are moments that are hard to deal with and traumatic and poignant, but it's an action movie with zombies in it that's funny, in my opinion. Whereas Hot Fuzz is a buddy cop movie made by a creator in a country that didn't really have that has them, but not to the extent, which is always an interesting element as well, I think. Baby Driver, says Asmo, was the first movie I saw in theaters after surgery to deal with colitis, which had kept me from being able to enjoy movies in theaters if I ever wanted them for 15 years. Plus, it was a damn good movie. Well, Asmo, I love that that movie has, like, significance to you. That fucking rules. I love that. I love when things are just like, yeah, that's a fun movie. Also, it happened to be the first movie I got to see, like, and really experience after a lot and, like, very personal stuff with you. I can't hear Don't Be Stopping Now without playing the scene in my head from Sean. Yeah. I mean, look, I think Shaun of the Dead is great. I think some of its misses are big. Um, the fact that, like, yeah, a cricket bat as a weapon in a horror movie is in a zombie movie is an inspired choice that I think, like, they do an excellent job with. I think there's so many positives in that film that I'm not here to say that it wasn't excellent and great, but I do think that it isn't necessarily fully in the genre that it claims to be in. All right, so C1. So there are two C1s, and we're going to pull one out now. I think we do the other one later. So there's C1. Then we got to put the thing that's a bummer here is there's some text, and I don't know what it says. It's a bunch of text. It's most likely about, like, the sticker for this flag, which I need to now find because it should be Oh, it's a pirate flag, so it's one of the pirate ones. Great. So it's the pirate. Yeah, it is the. Got to put our Jolly Roger on here. Our skulls, crossbones, and hat. This is a very tiny flag. It's very tiny. So we're gonna apply this as best we can here. Um, Speaking of the right sound setup making a movie more meaningful, I saw Tron Legacy in IMAX 3D, and holy cow, that Deftones soundtrack shaking your seat is something else. Yeah, I saw that in my apartment, and that was definitely not a similar experience by at all. Uh, I saw someone watching that on a plane, and I was like, that can't be fun. That can't be the way to watch this. A plane can't be right. All right, so yeah, so we're putting some real fine tooth here, fine work on this. Got to do a flagpole next. Whole thing. Raise the mast up. But yeah, yeah, there's just some movies that I always say that like I think I would have loved Attack the Block no matter what, but I saw Attack the Block at the movie theater at a midnight screening, like in New York, and when it was in limited run before it opened wider, with like a room full of people, some of whom knew what the movie was and some who didn't, and they weren't sure what to expect, and it was such a pleasurable experience. It's one of my favorite movie going experiences. There was somebody in the crowd did it like I knew that Nick Frost was like the name, but he wasn't like a big name in it. He wasn't doing anything huge. But when Nick Frost shows up, there was just a woman in the crowd that just went, "Oh yeah!" And it made me laugh so much that she was just like so pleasantly surprised to see him in the movie that she just like couldn't hold it in. Oh, it was such a fun. Attack the Block is great if you've never seen it. Uh, a really cool choice in 3D was that everything in the grid was 3D and real world was 2D. Leo, that's a very fucking cool choice. That is rad. Of just like not doing the full movie in 3D is pretty neat. To really that really heightens the 3D. That's awesome. All right, so let's see here. We've got C2. Just nope. Um, yeah, if you've never seen Attack the Block, I mean it's good. It's a good movie. I highly recommend it. Great. The CG effects mesh so well with the practical. There's a lot of practical effects in it. Soundtrack is really good. Uh, the acting is sharp. The kid acting, there's a lot of kid actors in it, and they all do a pretty dang fantastic job. All right, so this is C3. Okay. So wait, this is not C3. All right. So that's C3. This is C2. Or C2. That's C2. This is C3. And this is where we're going to put some stickers on. So let's do that. Did you get to see that guy's new movie, Kid Who Would Be King? No, I've heard really good things about it. I know people that were really jazzed about it, and I never saw it. Um, I haven't really done the movies much this year, because I have been trying not to spend money on things that aren't food and rent and a little bit of travel. So yeah, I have not been to the movies for any good length of time. All right, so this goes on. Okay. That's not perfect, but it will do. And then the next four just go down the line, right? That one goes there, and then yeah, we're just putting some red here on our mast. Easy. Um, yeah, I got silent there, and that's just what's going on. A lot of this is pretty detailed work here. Just trying to do my best. Uh, I didn't do a whole lot today. My big thing was okay. So here's the thing. This is a very silly thing to be proud of, but I'll pat myself on the back for this a little bit. Not only did I go and do a lot of laundry, which I was long overdue for after my trip, but then when I got back to the apartment, I dumped it all in my bed, folded all of it, and hung it or put it away, and I don't have a pile of newly cleaned laundry sitting on, my chair or my bed or the top of the dresser. I put it all away. I am 39 years old, but still feel pretty fucking accomplished on that one. That I do not have to worry about laundry tomorrow. I did it all. Very happy. Also, because here's the real thing. The real honest thing is that laundry is, for me right now, is very annoying. My local, and I mean that a lot, because I don't have American Heroes, says Esmo, thank you. So I have to go and do laundry at a laundromat because I do not have laundry in my apartment or my building. So I have to go and do it. And I've been very lucky. There's a laundromat right near me, but it's closed. So I have to go to one that's not too near me. Because the one that was right near me, I could just drop off my clothes, and then come back to my apartment, eat, go back, go run an errand, go back, and then like hang out and then go and get my dried clothes or whatever. I can't do that here. So I had to I brought my laptop with me with some videos, watched some videos, bought lunch and ate lunch while my clothes were in the dryer and just made a couple hours of it. Uh, Ultra says, "Oh crap, I have to do laundry tomorrow. Sorry, buddy." Leo says, "That's super impressive. My clean clothes live on my spare bed." Yep, understand. I'm not kidding. I have a pile of clean laundry that lives in my dresser and rotates from there to worn to laundered and back. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, I'm so happy that I gotta. Sorry about that. Drink a little water here. I'm just like so happy I don't have to worry about it. It's just so nice to think that like I don't have to deal with that part of the laundry. That all my laundry is done until the next time I gotta go. Because sometimes it's just like move it from the bed to the chair to the bed to the chair. I should do that tomorrow with Leo. Yeah, I was putting it off because, like I said, it's not as convenient as it has been for me in the past. It's still not bad by any means. It's just not convenient. All right, so we put this red here on our pole. Did our best with this. We're going to put this like this here. And then find the right marker for that. All right, that's our flagpole here. Little crow's nest. Oh, Blasphemer just subscribed. Happy Saturday, Pat. Well, thank you very much. Let's throw the Bear Cave emote in there. Thank you for using a tier 1 for 2 months. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Let's throw all the Bear Cave and Lego emote in there. And thank you very much, Blasphemer, for subscribing. I really appreciate it. All right. Oh boy, we got a lot of stickers to put on the thing right now. Yo boy. A3. This sale is a lot of stickers. It is on both sides. So the idea is we put red stickers on one side of this so that we can take this and put it on the other side and it will be like the stickers are the so you can see stickers on this side, plastic on this side, which is cool. But it does also mean that this piece needs a bunch of stickers to go all up in it on both sides of it. So we're going to be doing that, and that is definitely it's more of a sticker kit than a model kit. Yeah, recyclable. It's a oh Jam. Hello. I put it on my Twitter. Look at this thing. Thank you. Uh, Thank you very much. But yes, recyclable. It's a lot of fucking stickers. Now, if you look at this, you can notice we're almost done. Uh, oh, and Harold just cheered 120. Thank you so much, Harold, for using that. Yes, the Subway, Eat Fresh, and all of that. Um, we have gotten through a lot of stickers because there isn't much kit left to build, but we still have some stickers to put on things. We also have the other mask to put up and the other in the crow's nest on there, and there's a bunch of stickers that have to go on that. But yeah, eat fresh indeed. Um, yeah, there's just like a lot of fucking stickers that need to go on this thing, which is fine. As I said, that's how this price point exists for this kit. Oh, we got here recyclable tier 30. Thank you so much, recyclable. Let's throw the Bear Cave Lego emotes in there as well if you want. Thank you so much. Bonus is always great. I got a payout. Actually, yesterday. Yesterday was my payout for which was great because I did not get one the previous month because I had not earned enough for it. So uh, getting that was very helpful. Okay, so I'm gonna try like so we're making a pattern here with like red and this brown color. So I have to make sure that I'm putting them in the right spot. So I'm gonna get this one right. And then when I get this one right, everything else will be right. Because I will have put it in the right spot, and then I could just follow the line. Oops. Oh boy. Okay. Alright. Now at a farm bits now. So yes, says recyclable. Awesome. Well, I appreciate you using them. It is a big help. Great. So there's one. Now I can just follow along here. Just straight across. That one, no, all the way there. And then I have to do the other side because it appears on both sides. And this feels like a lot. It feels like I'm doing a lot of work here that maybe I shouldn't have to do on a model kit, but like whatever. And as with everything here, you know, I'm doing it. I'm going to do my best with it, and I'm not going to worry if the lines aren't perfect. Like I'm just not going to worry about that. I'm going to do the best I can, and I'm going to be happy with the results. Lashbrook says, "Sorry, I'm late. Whatever, my friend. Need yo ho ho. Oh, Brooks emote. Oh yeah, that would be great. Lashbrook says, "Sorry, I'm late. I decided to start the first episode of Columbo before this without realizing how long it would be. Columbo was a full-length television program, if I remember correctly. Uh, well, thank you for being here, Lashbrook. As always, I appreciate your support. And you know, you don't have to be here for the whole 2 hours. You don't have to be here right at the start. Some folks are coming from other things. Some people are going to go to other things. Some people are going to watch this on YouTube, or they come in for a little bit. You know." I've been told that there is at least one person that watches these streams that comes in the second hour because they are most interested in anime talk. And I know some people that when the anime talk shows up, that's when they check out. The first episode is 100 minutes plus ads. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a pilot for you. Trying to really entice you to watch the show. All right. So we're making waves. We're making progress here. This was the I knew this would be the one of the more tedious parts of this build would be doing this, but It does. I do think this looks better than this. I do think it looks better. So I'm not against doing it. It's just a lot. All right. Uh, I tried the first episode of Magi on Netflix yesterday. It didn't sell itself very well for me. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not super. Yeah, I'm not here to really. I don't know. I don't have a lot of opinion on that show. It's various incarnations. Uh, but yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything I have to say about that. But yeah, uh, I know there's a lot of different versions of that anime. Um, because it's like a story that's been told a lot over the years, and there's different incarnations, different versions of it. If I remember correctly. But yeah, I don't have a lot of familiarity with it. Um, there's a lot of politics. Yes, yeah, a lot of land ownership and war discussions. Oh, Solf just subscribed. Tier 1, that's a 5-month streak. Let's throw the Bear Cave emote in there. Thank you so much, Solf, for renewing. Thanks for supporting the stream. Really appreciate it, my friends. Thanks for continually being here, making it happen. All right. We did one side of this. Now let's do the other of the sale. Sale. Do the other. Yeah. I mean, there's still going to be stickers. We still got to do another pinwheel design. Uh, there's another flag we got to put together, which is easy enough. But this is a lot. This particular section is a lot of stickers. Today's the day in the rules. Yes, Ultron. Yeah, usually about the middle of the month is when a lot of people started subscribing. Uh, it also, I believe that I started in the middle of the month when I first started subscription. But yeah, this is a lot of renewals today. It also comes in waves because, I originally only streamed on Thursdays, and then I streamed Thursdays and Saturdays, and then I added Monday. Um, So sometimes people like they already auto renewed, they just haven't been in the chat for a couple days. So then they're there, and now it's like, okay, I can put the notice in, which is awesome. I really appreciate it. Uh, when I did this, like, Thursday and Saturday before I added Monday in, um, it's a renewal day, yeah. Uh, for Life Day. No, so when I used to, not stream between Saturday into the next Thursday, my numbers would dip a lot because people had been, like they hadn't manually renewed their Twitch Prime because I hadn't streamed, and then they would, then I would stream again, and people would go, "Oh, I got to renew this." So that dip was always rough. Sometimes it was like, a big swing where suddenly I was like, "Oh, my subscribers dipped," and then it would, you know, be a big thing of it coming back up. But yeah, I'm not. That's not. I'm not a huge fan of that. I understand why Twitch Prime doesn't auto renew, so you can move it around to other people. But I do, or also if you haven't been watching streams, you're not. It doesn't cost them as much because you're not in the system. Uh, but I do wish there was a way you could click a thing to make it so that you'd be like, I do want this to be automatic for this subscriber. I'll turn it off when I don't want it anymore, and then maybe you could, like a toggle. I think that would be cool for me and other streamers, but specifically me. All right, almost done with this sale. And oops. All right. Last one of these. And then, in a little bit we will take our pause for the cause, where I will tell about ways you can support the stream if that's something you'd like to do. And then we'll start talking about some anime stuff in the second hour. I'm excited to talk about some anime. There's some stuff coming out that I'm always excited about. B6 is the smaller sale. It's here, there. Great. All right, so clean that up there. Goes this part of the flagpole. And then this goes back here. Yep, and then it matches up with the stickers we put on the other side. Yeah, as I said, these are not perfect, but I still think they look good, and I'm not worried about it. I'm not going to be worried about it. Just cut off the excess. Great, perfect. All right, so that's one sale. Now let's build the other sale. Okay. Gonna do. All right, we're gonna do B13 and B14. Take those out here. Yeah, we don't have a lot left to build. We've still got some assembly to do here, but yeah, these kits, like I said, they're high grade ish with a lot way more stickers. But they were definitely more of the high grade end and obviously they're small. But I really like them. They're very fun. Fun to work on, so. And also, it's a different thing. It's not something that we've done on the stream before, so that's fun for me. Alright, we gotta build this here. Yeah, that's the end of sheet A. Only 4 sheets. One of them, most of it is just water at this point, so. Alright, this goes here, and then pinwheel stuff. The last of our windows is here. Again. Nice and easy. And just kind of flatten this out here using together. Great. That's done. Now I just have to do the top ones, which are small. These are small stickers. It's these right here. They are tiny. Very small pinwheel work we're doing right now. All right. I'll be doing this here. If there's anything y'all want to chat about, feel free to throw it in the chat window there. If there's anything going on. What y'all do here on a Saturday? As I said, laundry was my big thing today. I caught up on email. I prepped for some comedy shows that I'm teching tomorrow. I watched some anime that I didn't get a chance to watch yesterday because yesterday was busy. And lots of anime comes out on fucking Fridays. So I'm watching that. So yeah, what y'all getting up to? What y'all do today? If anybody did anything cool or fun, let me know. Ultra says, I ate some Chinese buffet, bought a bunch of cup of noodles for lunch at work. Okay. Cup of noodles for work, alright, yeah, I understand. Make sure you mix it up. Don't just do, like, every day at work this week, I'm doing a cup of noodles. Make sure you break it up. Do a couple days. The Nissan Curry stuff is great. 100% agree, Ultron. I'm just saying, please take my advice and pick a day where you bring in a salad or you go and get a burger or you just mix it up so that you're getting some nutrients that it doesn't have, and you're complementing them by doing that. Uh, Processed stuff like that is great, but you just got to make sure. Yeah, you got to mix it up. Leo says, I work outside, and we got rained out early this week, so I had a full shift today. Normally, Saturday is almost a half day. Okay. So it was busier, but, it wasn't rained out, so that's good. Because you had been rained out. My Gloomhaven group took a scenario today that we'd failed 4 times before and absolutely killed it. Finally moving on. Hell yeah, Asmo. Congratulations. That rules. Good work to you and your group. Getting it done. Oh, that's so satisfying when you're like, wait, no, we got this. Wait, do we have this? Oh, wait, I think we have. Yeah, we did it. Yeah. Yeah, that's a fantastic feeling when you suddenly nailed it. All right. It's a pretty lovely day outside today. Well, that's great, Leo. Yeah, as I said, laundry was my priority. Catching up on some stuff, prepping for things for tomorrow, because just everybody got back to me about the things they need for their shows, which is good. Actually, maybe they didn't. No, one group did not, right? I gotta double check. Let's see. Steven. Ah, yes. Steven, who has a show tomorrow, has video cues and has not sent me those video cues yet. And audio cues. And I would like them for their show tomorrow. I watched 2 anime movies, says Christian. Heck yeah, Christian. Getting some anime in, like I got some anime in. There's just a lot, like I said, there's just a lot of shows. And I dropped 2 shows that I was watching at the beginning of the season. Now, to be fair, a certain scientific index or certain scientific accelerator came out a little late in the season, so it wasn't like I started with it with everything else. But as the shows start to wrap up, I was like, yeah, I think I'm like, I decided to drop that one, and I'm happy I did because I did really enjoy it. But there are other shows that I'm like, oh, why are all these on Friday? Oh, you caught up on the new Good Eats, so that's awesome. Asma says the rest of my weekend, a little bit of work to get ready for Monday, and then nothing but video games. Heck yeah, Asmo. That's great. Yeah, I played some Hearthstone today. I'm prepping to a bunch of mods because there is a new companion quest, new companion with a quest that seems really interesting in Fallout 4. A new mod that someone put out that is like a voice thing and seems to be a really cool story that I've heard is really, really good. And you end up with like a cool new companion that I've heard is excellent. So I am gonna give that a shot because I hear good things about that. But I need to prep up a character for that to be ready for that. I started Shining Force 2 on the Genesis. Pretty good so far. Heck yeah. It rules. What can I say? Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to catch up on some other things and work, but work is done at a reasonable time, so that's good. All right. I'm less pleased with my work on this flag as I was on the other one, but that's okay. And the literal last of our stickers, with the exception of this, our water transfer, our water slide, are the windows here. So we are almost done with stickers on this kit, which feels remarkable. And they are, of course, the tiniest fucking stickers. What's the mod? Air, shoot. Let me look it up. Let me look up the name of this mod. It is called, let's see, it's new this week. I'm looking up the name of it. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Sorry, I should have looked up the name. Apologize, y'all. Oh, where'd it go? Sorry. This is great streaming. It is called The Machine, Meat, and Her. Or Meat? I'm gonna look this up. Oh, nope, 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 nope. It's called, oh, sorry, it's called The Machine and Her. That's what it's called. Meat is another, Meat is a terrible mod. Don't mod fall forward that. It's called The Machine and Her. It is a quest mod that looks cool. Also, there's a new mod that someone just put up today that I want to check out that's called Pet Every Dog. And it basically makes all dogs non-hostile. And that sounds great. No, Air, it's totally okay. Uh, when I was working to finish up the penultimate Amnesty episode of Taz. Yep, they're great. I'm so behind on Amnesty, but I will do it someday. Trying to finish the season of Friends at the Table, and I have like 7 hours left. Asmo, speaking of another podcast, long form narrative podcast, gameplay podcast. Uh, I'm seasons behind on Friends at the Table because I came into that very late. I'm replacing Super Mario World on the Switch. Are you replaying Super Mario World on the Switch? And it's amazing the brain space I seem to have permanently allocated to secrets. Heck yeah, Lashbrook. Um, in anime talk, I will talk about having a tear up moment that happened on a show that I was not expecting a tear up moment. So I was very happy about that. And anime talk will be very soon because it's almost 10 o'clock. I'm going to put these 4 stickers on, and then we're going to have anime talk. And then I'll build the mast, and then I will put the pirate flag on. I'll put the big old Jolly Roger on there. Having fun with all the stickers. Not grid style. It's a lot of stickers. It is an endeavor. I'm happy to do it, but it is quite the job. And now I have 2 stickers that are connected, so I gotta pull them apart. It's bad. It's too many stickers. It's a lot of stickers. The next kit we're working on, the submarine, is also a lot of stickers, but it's not as many. All right. I literally got 2 stickers stuck together. I don't know how I'm going to separate them. Great, I did. Now I just need to get them set before they stuck forever. Ultra says I've also been playing Assassin's Creed Syndicate, and I will say that solving various murder mysteries are the best part of the game. Awesome. Most memorable tear-up moment for media you didn't expect. Full Metal Alchemist. I mean, that's a great show. I don't know off the top of my head. I mean, look, I'm an emotional person. I definitely tear up a lot. Uh, you know, I like good elements of friendship. There's also a real good friendship moment in the anime that I'll talk about probably first, uh, if having that surprising moment. But yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think about that. All right, one more of these. Yeah, I'm trying to Leo. That's a tough question off the top of my head. Think about something that hit me so hard. I was. Oh, I'll say this. I was very emotionally invested in the fight of. There was the uh, a Scooby Doo show not too many years ago that was really emotionally resonant with me. I was very surprised about that. The legitimate betrayal that Scooby Doo felt when he found out that Shaggy and Velma had been dating or were trying to start dating and were keeping it from him. Like, legitimately messed him up, messed Scooby Doo up. It was like kind of surprisingly poignant and interesting. Just binge My Hero. Oh, yes. Yeah, so this series had uh basically Velma and Shaggy started to try to date, and it just wasn't going to work. And Scooby was too demanding of Shaggy's time, and it was awkward. So then they were just awkward. And then there's also another character, Marcy, that was hanging out. Marcy kind of replaced Daphne for a bit because Daphne took herself out of the crew. Um, uh, I should also say that Marcy also refers to herself as um, or they referred to Marcy in that series um, as hot dog water because she smelled like hot dog water. So that's what they called her. And then later they called her Marcy. Uh, I'm going to look up the official name. Uh, yeah, because there's a million shows in the series. I just want to remember which. And then yeah, which series was this? Mystery Incorporated. It's Scooby Doo Mystery Incorporated. That's right. Also, her voice actress has done, like a bunch of Scooby Doo stuff, so it was pretty cool. Uh, she was also in Freaks and Geeks. Linda Cardellini. Uh, yes, yes, Christian. They called her hot dog water because they didn't know her name, and that was mean. You're not wrong. It was not cool that they referred to her as hot dog water. You're not wrong at all. Um, it was not a cool thing. But then they called her Marcy. And then she started hanging out. And then there was also this belief that uh, there are a lot of shippers out there that think that Velma Marcy was a thing, and it definitely is. It definitely. I mean, it's look, it's not text, it's subtext, but like it was heavy subtext. Like it was like, okay, this is not a French, this is not a friendship thing, and a bunch of other things happen in it as well. Um, all right, so we've got a thing to do here that we're gonna have to do soon, but right now we will we'll just put this here, and then we're gonna take a pause for the cause. We're gonna take a pause for the cause. Uh, I believe so. Yes, I'm 90% sure, Leo. Uh, that was a good series. So this series, Mystery Incorporated, uh, uh, was fun because it one of the things that was like very cool about Mystery Incorporated was that they set up that they weren't the first like mystery team, that it was a thing that had happened in the past and would happen again. This kind of like core group of people that came together, the young people, to solve mysteries. They weren't the first, nor would they be the last. And it was kind of like it wasn't necessarily a way to explain the other versions of them, but it was very cool. Yeah, the art was good. Yeah. Um, and yeah, that was kind of a good nod to it. All right. So before we put this sail on here and do a water transfer, yes, they gave it lore, Ultron. It's time for a pause for the cause. Hello, welcome. A reminder, if you're a subscriber, let's throw the Bear Cave emote in the chat, the Lego emote. Thank you so much for being a subscriber. Reminder that if you use Twitch Prime, you have to manually renew. We do need some more renewals to come through, which would be great. If you use your regular whatever, that's fine. If you've never been a subscriber, this is the best month to do it because you can do it for half off. A brand new tier 1 or converting your Prime to a tier 1 or converting your gift to a tier 1 is half off. Also, bits and coins, which are always appreciated. Um, uh, if you use the Subway cheer emote, I get bonus. It's Subway. Subway is sponsoring September, which is very smart of them, and also good for streamers like me. So that's the thing you can do. I'm going to quickly, if you've never been here in the hour mark where I do a pause for the cause, I'm just going to quickly tell you about some things and ways you can support the stream if you like. Y'all know this is a thing you can do. You can also join my Patreon. There are rewards to the Patreon. You get videos early. You can vote on things that I do. It's pretty neat. I have an Amazon wish list. This kit was bought off my wish list. The next kit we're building just came in the mail yesterday off my wish list. The wish list is a great way to support the stream. You pay for it. It gets mailed to me. I get a kit. It jumps the line. There's still the Going Merry, which was the ship, the first real ship that they had. I just put Garp's ship on. Look, I don't want to do a bunch of these in a row, but they're cool little kits. They're a good price. And Garp, a.k.a. Luffy's grandpa, his ship has a dog face. There's a dog face in the front of that ship. It's pretty cool. It's a marine ship, but it's like my favorite marine ship. I also put up the Gundam RX-782 144 real grade. I just put that up on the wish list. That would be a really fun kit to work on. And Lego sets and all kinds of things. There's a ton of stuff on my wish list of things that I would probably build in the future. That's one way to support me. USA Gundam store, you could buy a gift card on there and then send me a DM because my DMs are open, or send me a whisper here on Twitch if you want to buy that. If you don't want to buy things on Amazon, someday in the future I will have the ability to do a proper like PO box, and then people can send me mail to that. I don't have the ability to do that right now. That's money I have to spend elsewhere. Speaking of money, here's some ways you can support me directly if you'd like. Coffee, Streamlabs, PayPal. They're all links. Have you been to Gundam Planet yet? Not grind style. I really want to go. I don't want to go and not buy anything. And lately I've been unable to dedicate some funds. I do want to go. It's not far from me. It's a day trip, but I would like to go at some point to Gundam Planet and just check it out. But I want to be able to buy something. So that's on the agenda. Speaking of that, yeah, my coffee, Streamlabs, donations, PayPal, those are all ways to support the channel if that's something you'd like to do. I have the Build with Bear Discord. Please join the Discord. It's fun. I post photos. People promote themselves. It's a good time. And then finally, background and characters is a thing I do. I did one on Wednesday. I do it every Wednesday. It's just a little fun thing. New Type HQ here in the Bay Area is a great store as well. A bit far for you, though. Yeah, recyclable. It's a little far. Gundam Planet is like, so really my local store is Image Anime, which is in Midtown Manhattan. That's the one that I go into sometimes when I'm like, oh shit, the thing I bought in the mail didn't get here. When I was just kind of coming up and I didn't get stuff from my wish list that often, which was still great, but it wasn't that often. And there was a stream where I was just like, I bought something on Amazon and it hadn't shown up. It was supposed to be there and it didn't. So I had to go to Image Anime and buy something to build that day, which was fine. But I was also like, okay. So that's my local, but I do want to go to Gundam Planet at some point. All right. So, I'm going to do this water transfer, and then I'll start talking about anime, but I want to talk through this. I have done more research about how to do what I'm doing right now because I don't know enough about doing water transfers. So I looked up some stuff about it. And the big thing I said is, apparently, I've been soaking these for too long. So I cut this out. This does have an outline to just cut out, so it should slide off easily, and I don't have to X-Acto knife it out. So I have just a little water here. I do want it submerged, so I will submerge it. But I don't need it to keep in the water too long. I just need to see what I need to see is the paper change color. The paper changing color is a good indication that it is wet enough. And then using tweezers and my X-Acto knife, I will slide it onto a curved surface, which I don't like. I don't like this as a curved surface, but that's what we're doing here. I'm going to move this paper out of the way because I don't want to get water on the instruction book. All right, that should be good enough here. So we will pull this out, and I'm going to put on the pit. I'm going to hold it here, and then I'm going to try to slide it using Q-tip. Okay, so that's not working. Instead, what I'm going to do is the other method, which is holding it and then trying to pull it out. Some people are very good at this. I have never been good at about water slides transfers. I've just never been good at doing it. This is from 2012, this kit, so this should not be a problem. Okay, here we go. Put it there. I'm now going to attempt to move this. This should not be considered instructional, this segment here. Other stuff, I think I can share some information, share some stuff I've done. There's also Mr. Soft and a few other products that you can use to harden or soften your decals, your transfers, or sprays you can put on. There are a wide variety of different ways to do that. Some people do sprays, and they do a good job with it. And then I'm going to just use a dry. I'm just going to hit a dry to spread this out, and then it should adhere pretty nicely. And I'm just going to go ahead and block this person who is clearly a bot. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to, do that, bot person. Just so you know, for those watching here on YouTube, there was a bot person. And you knew they were a bot person because they were going to design an overlay for me, and I should check a link out. And they just said the thing that I made and that is listed as my title as being awesome, and say, makers and crafting is great. And you're like, no, you're not a person. You're not a person. Anyway, so I'm just trying to get whatever water residue was there. I am drying it off to allow this to adhere. If you have hairspray, you can spray some hairspray on this, and that is a good protective layer. but just trying to dry it off. And here's obviously this is not a flat surface, so it's not going to be perfect, but I'm just trying to get whatever wrinkles out. And also, I'm not perfect. You're not real. Yeah, that was not a real person. Hey, I'd much rather ban a bot, an occasional bot, than like ban a jerk. We've had so few jerks come through. Uh, I did ban someone that I thought was here to troll, and they were a troll, but they were a troll that actually knew who I was. Their thing is that they troll people, and they were like, I don't remember. It was a weird thing where somebody like messaged me privately, like DM me and said, "Hey, I'm so sorry. Could you unban me? Uh, I didn't mean it." And it's just like, nah, no thanks. I don't need that. I get people watching, and I pride myself on having a very nice, cool chat. And I was just like, it's like, oh yeah, just what we do. We like go into chats and like whatever, make a big stink, and then we're like, oh yeah, and whatever. And it's like, yeah, no, not here though. You don't do that in my streams. I pay attention to what's going on in my streams, and I don't want what you want to do. It's just a prank, bro. Yeah, yeah, I should stop being so sensitive, bro. And like, get a sense of humor. I thought you were a comedian. I've gotten that from people quite a bit here and there. Hey, I thought you were a comedian, bro. Just making jokes. It's like, nah. Nah. They should go to Game Facts for that stuff. I mean, look, there are plenty of streamers out there that only have subscriber chat on, right? Or don't really read chat that much. Or if you really want their attention, they'll mention a message you put out if you send bits or resubscribe. Like, because they can't really read everything. But that's not me. I pay attention to what people say in chat because there's not a lot of you. Jokes, yes. I remember that stream that he or she was on. Just yes, Asmo, yeah, yeah. They're just being a dick. It's like I don't need. I got a lot going on. I don't need that. Like, there's enough going on in my life and in chat. All right, I gotta see how this works. So, I'm trying to figure out how these attach. They attach to the sides of the ship and then up to here. Yeah. All right. So while I continue to work on this, I will. I think maybe I have the wrong one. We'll see. Um, let's talk about some anime stuff. It's time to talk about some anime. Uh, so we'll start with the show that I said that had some emotional resonance in it, and was really interesting in a way that I was not expecting, and that was Doctor Stone. So I have if you know the streams, I have been a little hard on that show. I think it's good, but I I kind of wanted the idea that I thought the show was look. So, beginning premise of the show is a catastrophic event happened. People have been petrified. A guy wakes up. He wakes up his friend. He's going to save society with the power of science because he's a scientific genius and his friend is real strong. And then they want to help out their other friend who was just like a cool person and very smart and sweet. And they're like, got a plan. And they also revive a strong guy because they fucking need a strong guy who can fight because the strong guy they have isn't a fighter. And so the guy they revive turns out to be a problem, is one way of putting it. He's kind of a nightmare. And they unleashed a very strong person that is not afraid of killing people. And they're like, we have to defeat this person. So a bunch of stuff happens because of that. And I've been down about that because I kind of wanted it to be less of a civilization versus civilization fight. Uh, yeah, he punches a lion, Christian. Yes. And he shatters stone that were people because he thinks that when people get a certain age, like that's why society was wrong, and that young people are the only ones who should survive. And it's a whole thing. It's a whole fucking thing. Anyway, uh, the thing that bummed me out was I kind of like the idea of uh, what if the show was just like three friends trying to like save the world and going on adventures and making scientific discoveries, which the show is a lot of making scientific discoveries. So we ended up with a different show where there's other survivors. There's been lost technology. There's been this all these interesting kind of fun characters, and I like them. Yeah, it's more shonen. It's much more of a shonen show than an adventures, just a plain old adventure series. And it's good and it's bad. And I've been kind of down on it and like discussion of like what it could have been opposed to what it is, which is not, that's not helpful really. Uh, and there's most of our Thousand Sunny. We got a little bit more work to do with our Thousand Sunny, but that's basically the Thousand Sunny here. Um, so one of the big things that bummed me out about it uh, was I just didn't really care about some the characters I like aren't in the show right now, and there were a bunch of characters I didn't care about. But the character I definitely care about is the very young lady that wears a mask, a headed mask that looks like a melon. Melon Girl is the best little character because she's trying real hard. And yeah, Sika is the detect. She's like, I'm a great detective because nobody notices me because they think I'm a melon. And she's just like really fun and supportive and cool. And hey, we found out why she wears the mask, why she wears this helmet mask, is because since she's been was born, she gets dizzy and can't focus. But when she's wearing the mask, she can kind of see better. Not great, but better because it's the like effect of like focusing her eyes on a small area. She can see. And they're already making glass, and their experiment is glasses. And this young lady who, hey, I assumed she wore this mask. Um, I assumed that she wore the mask because she had been woken up from petrification or something, or there was something wrong. But no, yeah, she was just very nearsighted. And now, I don't understand why in making glasses for her so she can see, and she can now see really well, so she's even more nimble and doesn't fall. Uh, I don't quite understand why they just made big lenses for her helmet and not like wooden frame for the glasses. Because like, yeah, they're not plastics yet, but they can make a wooden frame for them. I don't know why they didn't do that. I assume they didn't do that for character reasons of like, it's an anime. It's way better if she like still has that thing. Yeah. So basically they just made um glass like glass like her mask is now her glasses, I guess. Um and she's there's just like a real moment. Melon can sell more merch. Yeah, that's probably it. All right, I'm gonna pop that off right now while I pop this out. Because this bottom half pops out, but I don't know how it does, and I don't. Oh, okay, there it goes. So you can just here's the alt version of the boat. It's adorable. She fucking rules. Uh, and then also the fighting guy apparently also has that. He also has some issues with seeing, and there's a good little bro moment with them. But also, this is like, I don't know, it was a really cute, sweet moment where a character can like see things. She sees like daffodils, like sunflower. She sees sunflowers really up close and sees all the details in it, and like has a moment. Like they invented glasses, and then also, as I'm talking about how Dr. Stone suddenly is trying real hard to make me like the show when I casually enjoyed it. What do, friends? They introduce, Christian says it right there, yo, that old man. They introduce a buff old man that's very good at being a craftsman. He made a bunch of shit, and he gets taunted into making, because they can't make glass, they're trying to make glass and make glass jars and glassware, and he picks it up immediately because he's an old craftsman. But they get a sick, cool, not sick, but a sick ass, cool old man. And I was like, all right, Dr. Stone, you're pulling out a cool old man right at the end of this first season? Okay. He loves crafting and he's very good at it. And I was like, that fucking, it fucking rules. It's great. Y'all know this, that when an anime introduces a capable old character, I get very much invested. And they did that. They did it. He's not creepy at all, Christian. You're right. So far. Who knows? But so far, not a creepy character. All right, so that's it. That's the end of our... That's 1000 Sunny. We built 1000 Sunny. We're going to move on to the next kit. But, I love this thing, the options. So you can also, at the bottom, you can put it on a regular stand if you want. You can put it on the small little thing here. You can take the bottom off so it looks like it's going through the water, which looks rad. I'll do this here. You can see that. Looks very cool. And that's going to be similar about our submarine, which I'm about to look up the name of because I forget. It is the Polar Tang. That's right. It's the Polar Tang. How can I forget the name Polar Tang, the submarine? I'm probably just going to call it Law's Submarine. Don't worry, I read the manga. He ain't a creep, I promise. Great! These look like great desk toys. Yes, recyclable. This is a great thing. I would definitely like glue this because this is like popping off. It's coming off, so I would probably spot glue that, and then I would probably just do the full boat on the little stands, and that is that's how I would display it. I'm gonna have to take a photo of this later, so I'm just gonna put these here so that I can take a photograph of it later. But yeah, you're gonna have a fleet of them. Well, I got 2 right now, so don't Google Dr. Stone Melon Girl. Yeah, Leo, probably not. I probably wouldn't have. All right, so that's Dr. Stone. It was real good, and I'm really surprised about how good it was because, like I said, I've been a little. Here's what I compare it to. So I know what what kind of show Dr. Stone wants to be, and I didn't really want it to be that show. It is, but I'm liking what's going on now. I'm certainly liking it more than what happened with Attack on Titan, where once the shifters started, it became clear that that's what the show was about, and I don't like the shifters. I don't like the core of Attack on Titan. I like the idea of science, technology, determination, planning, military, like human ingenuity, coming together, and exceptional people taking on an impossible task. That's the show I liked. That's not what Attack on Titan is. And also there's other shit with the creator, and it's bigger, and there's a lot of other stuff involved. But at its core, fundamentally, I don't like what Attack on Titan is. I like what I thought it was. Yes, Christian, it definitely does. A friend of mine reads the manga and was freaking out about the latest thing that happened. No spoilers on the manga because I don't actually know what happens, but I know that my friend was losing their mind. All right. So we've got some water transfer decals. We've got uh, some stickers. This is a smaller version of this kit. We still have a lot of stickers to put on here. So we're going to build some stuff. I'm going to talk about the other shows I want to talk about here. I'm not going to talk about Attack on Titan anymore because I don't want to talk about it. I watched 4 shows of the 6 that I could have watched in the last 2 days. The next one I want to talk about is Demon Slayer. I don't have a lot to say about Demon Slayer because it's the rehabilitation. We had a lot. There was a lot of conversation, a lot of me maybe liking some characters I didn't like, some fun moments, and now it's like there's some stuff happening, and it's kind of like a cool down moment. So I don't have a lot to say about Demon Slayer. It still looks beautiful. It's still sometimes very gut wrenching. There was yeah, there's a lot going on in that show, and I still think it's pretty damn beautiful. I really liked Demon Slayer, and I do recommend it. I think the action is just shot so well, and its goofy moments are earned. I think it's a little too goofy up top to kind of, you know, which is why originally I backed away from it because I was like, I kind of want this to be less of this and more like action. And then the action really picked up, and it stayed picked up. So I do recommend Demon Slayer a lot. I thought this episode, while not like the strongest one, had some moments. Uh, we're at the part where Goku learns to be Super Saiyan in his natural state. It's exciting. Lastbrook, I'm not saying it's not exciting. I'm just saying that it is a come down. It's a moment between arcs. Yes. Uh, because this last week's episode was just tension, and like the cliffhanger from the previous one to last week's was like so strong and like so big, and it's just like, oh fuck, okay. So like comparatively, this one was just, yeah, peaceful almost. Hi everybody that's watching, welcome to the stream. um Fire Force. Fire Force. We got a huge revelation happened. We knew last week. Last week we've known that there's been something going on. We didn't know. It seems to be. Damn it! I need to watch that show. Christian, it's real good. So the perceived like problem shit that was happening. I've just kind of always assumed that that humans were working with Joker, uh, but it seems like that's not the case. And then there's a big reveal of what's of a character motivation. Um, you know, we don't really have fight scenes. That was last week. This is again another episode with the come down. This is the come down from previous nonsense. Um, and it was still a really good episode. Still some great character work. Great interpersonal relationship with the characters. A moment of trust that doesn't blow up in his face is always really nice. Like, I don't know. It's a good family. It's a Fire Team 8 is a good family. They care about each other. One thing about this, so right now we're putting little stickers on here. A thing that I like about this is that this could have been like a full sticker, and instead it's just a bunch of small ones, which is both good and bad. Obviously, we are dealing with stickers. Again, that's going to be a lot of these kits. It's not as many stickers as the last one, but it is a bunch of tiny stickers that we're applying, and then also for windows and then also doors. Put some doors in this as well. And again, I'm going to continue to use my X-Acto knife and then also hope that I am not going to stab myself. I don't expect to. But don't we always say that? So yeah, Fire Force, again, a slower episode, but a strong one. Still good. I didn't watch Given this week. I didn't watch Fruits Basket this week. I will watch them for Sunday, or for Monday, I should say, because Monday I just watched, One Piece and Ari Fuerta, so I might as well have a few more things to talk about on Monday, especially because I don't expect Ari Fuerta to be good on Monday, so it'll be nice to have something I want to talk about. Because I don't expect the next episode to suddenly make me like the show. It's just going to be them prepping for their big fight against a bunch of demons, which is fine. But that dragon character is so... ugh, blue. Alright. Broken record. Let me talk about something I liked. Actually, I want to look up to see what numbers, because I think this is episode 10 of 12 of... Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? Season 2. Holy shit. Such great fight scenes, great animation. That was episode fucking 10. I don't know where it's going to go. There's only 2 more episodes left of the season. I assume that, it'll be a setup for the next thing. Got a big old revelation. That we kind of always knew. I mean, the end of season 1, they basically say, we find out who his grandpa was. We find out who Belle's grandpa was. Belle doesn't know that, but we know. We know stuff Belle doesn't know. So that was always, a big deal. But, yeah. Seem to be pretty happy. I'm sure that episode... See, the thing. I think episode 11 is, the fallout of what happened today. But I don't know all of what's going to happen. It was a lot, but it was cool. Season 1 is 12 episodes. There's an OVA. You don't need to watch the OVA. But season 1 of Zorona Trying to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon, I highly recommend. It's a great action show. Belle is a fantastic character. So Christian, I'll say that they don't die. But apparently, you can, their time, so the whole premise is, one of the whole premises is gods came from heaven or wherever they are from, down to earth to hang out because it's fun. But apparently, Christian, instead of dying and go to heaven, it's just that if you get hurt, you can get banished from there. So I guess it's the loophole. And most likely there's probably some sort of agreement that keeps gods and goddesses from just doing that to each other. The understanding that, hey, if you do that, then someone else will come along and do that to you. But yeah, it's more like you can get, sent home and you can't go back down to earth that way. So I don't know. It's yeah, most likely. And the phrase "will make the last hero" is really interesting. If that phrase was used, which makes me think that maybe Belle is going to redo the system or something, change how things are done. I don't know. But it's a good fucking show. And, really fun. Great action. Belle did spend some of this season, questioning his abilities and who he is, and, went through a hero's journey, which I was a little surprised about. But it's cool. It's a good show. So 100%, yes. That's a thing where like a real evil lady killed another evil lady. They were different sorts of evil. They're both very evil. Um, yeah, Ishtar is the person behind. She's the person behind a lot of stuff in the first season, and also some of the things that happen in the side story. Uh, but yeah, no, she is not cool at all. I don't have any. Yeah, I don't feel bad about her, and I also don't feel bad about uh, the bigger lady because she was definitely clearly not cool either. Yeah, I don't have any. I don't have any sympathy for her. All right, and for the show tries super hard into making her look evil. I mean, yes, you're not wrong, Christian. But like, I think one of the whole idea of I don't know. No, I don't see it there. I think the whole idea of gods and goddesses considering humans as their children, but then also becoming obsessed with them is there's a lot of weirdness in the show. The show is weird in many many ways. It's very enjoyable. It's also, as I said, sometimes really fucking weird. Um, I do like it a lot, and I think this season has been very strong. But yeah, I still really enjoy it. It's good, strong character work. Working on our submarine. Got to put more stickers. Oh, good, more portholes on the submarine. I thought for a second there might not be. I might not have to put more fucking. Ugh. All right, there's just a lot of it. Our yellow submarine just needs a lot of doors and windows. Uh, all right, so yeah, so those are the four shows I watched. As I said, I did not watch uh, Fruits Basket, and I didn't watch Given. Given is heating up. I'm probably gonna watch that tonight as my evening entertainment after a snack after I've done streaming. I'm gonna go get some. I'm gonna go get a slice of pizza, or maybe two slices of pizza, or maybe a pizza roll or a pepperoni roll. I'm gonna get something that involves pizza, and then I'll probably watch Given because it's very good, and things are emotionally happening. And then I don't know. I'll watch Fruit Baskets before whenever. All right, gotta put a door here on our sub, and then look at how many more windows I got, portals I gotta put in here. It's a bunch. I keep calling them windows. Whatever. Well, I really appreciate getting this kit. Uh, I think right after this, I'm gonna do a Lego set. I'm gonna do a 3-in-1 Lego set that has 0 stickers on it, and that'll be fun. Uh, Lots of emotions on that show. Yes, totally right. I mean, that's the thing. It's a good show with strong music, but it's also about love and feelings. I watched the Iron Fortress. That yeah, it's broken up into episodes, but it's just the move. It's just a new movie. It's okay. Yeah, I think that it's beautifully animated, and I think it looks incredible. I think some of the fight scenes are really great, but overall, I didn't much care for the movie, so I don't know if this next one has any draw for me. I don't have Netflix. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's okay, says Christian. Good review, Christian. I mean, I didn't have much to say about a couple things today, anyway. Um, oh, Buzzkill just cheered 1,000. Thank you so much, Buzzkill. Let's throw the Bear Cave emote and the Lego emote in there. Thank you for that. Really appreciate it. Thanks for the uh, for that. That's very cool. Let's see. What was I gonna say? Oh, there's an English name now. I lost one of these port things now. All right. Well, I'll find it. I don't know where it went. Oh, there it is. It didn't remove the paper. There's a English language name for the wrestling show. Oh, not Grind Style, just cheered. And to, with the Subway 100, which gave me a bonus. Thank you for that. Yes, that's very helpful. And appreciate it very much. Bits and coins are always appreciated. And if you use the sub cheer, Subway sub cheer, there's a bonus that's on Subway. That rules. Yeah, there's a name for the the wrestler who owns a pet shop anime. I'm gonna look that up right now. Uh, it's called Rise Up! Exclamation point! Animal Road is what it's gonna be called on streaming services. Uh, Rise Up! Animal Road. Uh, Also, apparently, one of the characters in that show is named Wolfgang von Craftsman. There's a character in that show named Wolfgang von Craftsman. Ultron, I hope it goes the good way for you. Accuse, when you accuse someone. Yeah, shoutouts to Wolfgang von Craftsman. It's just a fucking killer name. Real good. I look forward to learning more about Wolfgang and the other characters on that show. Also, as I said, Konosuba creator, which I don't love. Some people really love. I'm not a huge fan of that show. So it's like, okay, that's fine. There's also a character that I don't love her design that is it feels very 90s. She's some sort of cat person, animorph, you know, uh, but is wearing like jean shorts, but then like has like the strings of her underwear up that go high, and that just feels like, why is that like that? What's up with what's up? This is a fantasy world. What's going on? That seems like a lame character choice. Character design, I should say, not choice. But whatever. Not grind style. Showing your underwear line, like the whale tail, as it was called, when you're showing your underwear. You got low hipped pants, high waisted, whatever. Is Look, it worked. Oh, Buzzkill just cheered with 28 bits. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. I got extra bonus. Very nice. Thank you. Just beat out, not grid style, grind style, I should say, not grid, grind, for the top of the leaderboard. It is not a competition. I do appreciate it. Yes, throw the emotes in there as I get more stickers. As far as I can tell, it's just to be titillating. It worked well for Lita, the professional wrestler Lita, but I don't know. It is a competition. Look, I don't want to say it is. I mean, I put the leaderboard there, and it resets every month. And if people want to put stuff, if people want to, give me bits and coins, that rules, and I'll always be grateful for it. But I'm not here to try to get people. I'm not saying people have to do that. People never have to, but it also is great. And Cowboy Bebop, says Buzzkill. Yes, Faye Valentine. It does have a Faye Valentine kind of vibe, which is why I said it felt very fucking. It not. I didn't swear when I said it. It feels very 90s to me to have a character that have that character design. I'm gonna look at this. There's a tiny, cute little dog. She's also got like a tattoo. Yeah, it's not even jean shorts. She's got like a very small top, cut off what appear to be like khakis. Her underwear coming up, and then she's wearing like thigh highs, and it's just like, and there's a cat person. It's like okay, and then there's as I said, Wolfgang von Krassmann is just a straight up like shirtless werewolf, dog man, maybe a wolf or a dog, and then there's like a creepy old guy with an eye patch that maybe isn't creepy, but there's also a cute dog, and I'm gonna fucking watch it. The premise is that a wrestler gets summoned to to a fantasy land to defeat demons, and when he gets there, he's like, I'm not gonna beat monster beasts. I'm not gonna fight beasts. Get out of here. And suplexes the princess, and then is like, well, I can't go home, so I'm gonna open a pet store because he loves pets. I mean, you had me at it's an isekai, but he was a wrestler. Like that premise alone, I'm on board. But the fact that he's like, oh, I don't want to do adventuring. I want to be a pet store owner is really great. It's very Japanese design decision. Yeah, I mean, you know, when you're a warrior and female identifying, you don't wear armor. Because, why would a warrior wear armor? It's nothing new. I'm not describing anything new. I mean, even Demon Lord Retry has a warrior character that is just wearing, like, some animal furs. It's like, alright, sure. Whatever. Whatever anime. We're almost done here. I'm just gonna do a couple more stickers. I might do the rest of these. I've got 6 more to do or 7 more to do. I might do some of those off stream. I won't do much of it off stream, but I might do a little bit. I might just do those. Not grind style, just threw in a bunch more. Thank you so much. 52. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Top of the leaderboard again. Beating out Buzzkill. For that. Appreciate it. Harold's not even here to be part of this. But Harold, just let him have it if you're watching still. All right. So on Monday we will continue on this. We will continue building our submarine. We will put more and more stickers on this thing and do it up. And put stickers on these pieces. I'm gonna run out of emotes. But yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for those that subscribed, renewed, new subscribers, new viewers. I'll be back Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern for our normal build stream. I'm just going to put this stuff away while we're talking. Make sure, tell a friend, check in again. If you don't follow the stream, make sure you turn on your notifications so you know when I'm streaming. We got to build this Polar Tang. Buzzkill, top of the leaderboard, right at the closing buzzer. Buzzer beater. Thank you all so much for hanging out. And I'll see you next time on the next Build with Baer workshop. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.